There's more to eBay than PayPal, says fund manager Bill Smead.
If PayPal were lifted out as a standalone business, we think it'd have the popularity of a Amazon or a Netflix, where it traded at a 40, 50 multiple. And so we think that the entire capitalization of the company is represented by PayPal plus the cash, which means you get a business that generates way over $1 billion of free cash flow. The marketplace business, 5 of the 6 largest online classified advertising businesses, StubHub, 28% of Craigslist, Bill Me Later. I mean, just a ton of stuff thrown in with it. At 12 times earnings, when you back out the cash, for a company that we think is probably 20 multiple business, and those earnings are growing 20% a year.
You also like Wells Fargo. Are they going to be weighed down by some bad mortgages?
No, in fact, they weren't one of the 17 banks that were sued by the government because they're already in negotiation. Remember, their bad loans are almost all from buying Wachovia. And that Wachovia purchase was backstopped by the federal government. So they kind of dealt at the beginning with that rather than waiting at the end. So you're not noticing them being in any kind of disagreements, and settlements are coming quickly because they went into it with the government in the first place.
Another one of your larger holdings is Cabela's. Now, are people going to be buying bows and arrows if we do get a double-dip recession?
You don't have to do business with everybody. If you can find 10 million people that really love your product, their credit card business, the world's foremost bank, is the most profitable credit card. It's almost like a badge of honor. It's like if you went to a Larry the Cable Guy concert and they said, hold up your Cabela's credit card, it'd be 2/3 of the audience. So it's definitely a cult business with very good defenses. And yeah, the hunters and fishermen aren't going to hunt and fish because somebody in Europe has got a problem.
And while a lot of people have written off media giant Gannett, Smead says the stock still has legs.
Comcast is now the majority owner of NBC. If you dramatically improve NBC network, you help those NBC affiliated stations quite a bit. Secondly, on the newspaper side, people are actually stealing Sunday newspapers to get the coupons. There's a very popular show about couponing, just ridiculously going into a store and buying $500 worth of stuff without having to write a check because of coupons. Well, that couponing craze is extending to interest in the newspapers again. So it's not a huge thing, but it's a sign that there might be life.